Yo, 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 what's up, Bulls Nation, Bulls family? I already know we back with another one, man. It's the Bully Sports Pod. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. But y'all know what? Today is the big day. It's motherfucking NBA free agency, man. The Bulls made a couple moves out here. We gonna touch on the Javon Carter signing, Vooch extension, possible names floated out there. Kobe White coming back, what his contract breakdown and what his contract looked like, and how that can impact the cap going forward. And also, just the grades. We're gonna kind of grade each and every transaction that's been made so far. But before we get into all that, man, I gotta ask my man, my guy, my co-host, my boy Q, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm straight, man. You a little bit more excited for me. I told you I'm gonna be the extra one. I'm gonna be like, all right, man, that's cool. That's good. That's all right.
Are you putting water? You putting water on the flames today, huh?
It's all right. So I'm like, I like we bringing bro home. I guess that's the good part.
All right, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I mean, we could get it. We kind of start that, man. We've been kind of going back and forth on this off camera. Javon Carter, man. Javon Carter. Now, for me, again, if y'all don't know, my boy from Chicago, 6'1", played at West Virginia. Always been like a pest, kind of on the defensive end, point of attack defender. A very mid Lonzo Ball. Um, the thing I do like about Javon is I think he kind of lethal from the mid range. He's a career 40% 3-point shooter. Last year he shot 42% from three on four
Yeah.
attempts. And the most thing that I think that would, kind of resemble what we already got going on here is the defense, him coming in being that strong point attack defender. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Q go ahead and say his piece, man, because Q think this shit me, y'all.
Oh,
So
I definitely. I'm gonna ask you the same question again.
what's
Is he our
up?
starting point guard?
For me, I'm starting him. If we look at Pat Bev, to me, it's
Yeah,
nothing. It's nothing that Javon Carter can't give me that Pat Bev ain't give me. You know what
that's
I'm
true.
saying? And more. So if we looking at the comparison to what was successful in that starting lineup with probably the definition of mid point guards, which is Pat Bev, good at a lot but master of nothing. I think at least we got that, but with a 42% 3-point shooter. So
I give you that, but it's just
and
you
he
think
played
he
and
got.
he played on the championship team. My man got a ring. My man,
I
my
mean,
man had an impact on the championship level. I gotta go with that.
mm,
So who
I,
you start? Who
that's the
Kobe?
problem, bro. That's why the move mid. Bro.
So you
Gotta
don't think
start Javon Carter.
you think we still down to starting point guard? This
Yeah,
move ain't good enough.
nah, it's not. It's real nice as if he's the backup point guard. Like you, if we had Lonzo still, it would be like, okay, yeah, that's solid. Like now we even more solid. Kobe played the two,
Yeah,
but I mean, just kind of still feel like we're gonna have a mid season next year. We might be what we was 2 years ago now. When
six
we,
seed,
yeah,
borderline 6 seed.
yeah.
Okay, so from the signing, what you grade the situation?
I mean, it wasn't a bad signing. Bro only gets 7 mil a year, so it's not like we overpaid him or anything. We paid
We paid
like
about
I'm
market
pretty sure.
value. About market
I'm
value.
like I'm pretty sure. Like yeah, I'm like I don't think he got nothing too crazy. I don't think no one tried to like. I don't think no one paid him starting point guard money for real. Like Kobe, we're gonna get to him later, but Kobe pretty much got close to the mid level exception.
Yeah,
So
definitely. When you
and
break
Javon
down
was
his
way under that.
yeah, you break down his contract. It's 3 years for 20. First year he making on a base salary 6.3 a year. Next year that go up by just another 300,000, so 6.6, and in the final year just jump up another 300,000, so 6.9. And that's gonna get you to that 20 mil a year. So to me,
So like we
what grade you give
like
it? You
he
still ain't give me the grade, Q. What grade you give it?
I honest, it's not a bad sign, so I'll give it a B plus.
Okay. So you got a
It's
little
not
bit more faith than what I thought. Okay.
that it's not a bad sign. I don't think like bro ain't trash. I think bro gon' we just like I said, we had a whole season of Io and Pat Bev, right? So
Yeah. No, we ain't have a whole season of IO and Pat Bev. We had 20, 23 games with Pat Bev, 24 games.
yeah. I
Yeah, that
mean
was a
Io
whole
played the
season.
other 60.
Yeah, but Javon Carter better than the Io DeSumo.
That's what I'm getting at. So it's like
Yeah.
you get points for that, but I'm like that put us back to where we should have been, basically. That's like, okay, now that's what we should have finished that last year. So, but we still need the move that put us, like, people want to see us get out the first round. Like, do you think that move did that?
I mean, I think that move at least got us to the first round.
Is that
Yeah.
okay? All right. So
Yeah.
we on the same page then. Where'd you
Yeah.
get a move?
For me, just based on the needs that we discuss all the time about the team, man, the lack of 3-point shooting, I think that addressed that. And then you already know my biggest concern since day one that Lonzo went down, we need a point guard, like a traditional point guard, like a guy that plays no other position than point guard, not a combo guard, not a two guard, not a three, not a wing. We trying to play no, like we need a traditional one, and I think that's what Javon Carter is. He's not playing any other role. He's 6'1". Um, and for me, if I was to grade the situation, I'd probably give it an A minus. A slightly above a B plus, because I think that 42% from three really just on the 4 attempts. I think that's pretty nice, and then he a great mid range shooter as well too. It's not on high value, but I think just how you say, like he he's a role player. I don't think he's gonna be a high level starter. But to me, he could be kind of like the Gabe Vincent, like that type of player. Now he starred, maybe he gets a little bit more opportunity, and then we could see him play kind of that Gabe Vincent type situation that they was doing down in Miami. And then you got him for 7 mil, for 3 years. So I think that's a good value contract in my opinion.
That's I give value shooting. I just would prefer like we don't even know if Vooch resigned still.
No, we got Vooch. Vooch already,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Vooch extended.
He
So
extended.
yeah,
So
Vooch coming in here this season making 18, and then it jumped to 20 and then 21. So it looks like they structure all their deals that way. Because we are tight on the cap. So I think that's good, kind of cap savvy moves, to get everybody base salary for this first year kind of low and then, increase going forward. But on that Vooch extension, again, my boy signed for 3 years. What you get at? What you grading at?
um I get out of B.
Okay, we're on the same page. I get out a solid B. Solid B.
Yeah, B. Like we overpaid, but we had to overpay. We had to keep him. Imagine not keeping him.
You know what was interesting though about re-signing Vooch? The article that came out like shortly after the extension was announced, man. Vooch in his own contract negotiations, it was a lot of talk between him and Billy Donovan in regards to how he is being used in the system. So it sounds like Vooch got a problem with Billy. Now everybody just want to say, hey, Zach ego this, Zach ego that. I think with Derrick Jones Jr. gone, um Vooch before even re-signing, like you really don't, you don't hit that as much, man. Like they don't make that emphasize, but they emphasize that point in contract negotiations. So Billy again, we not the biggest. Well, I ain't the biggest fan of Billy. Like I like him. I think he's a better half of the league type coach, but I think that kind of stood out to me, man. Like it seemed like your star players not really trusting your coach. I think DeMar is, but Zach and Vooch kind of skeptical on there for
And
me.
that's the problem because they're the offense we feel like the team should be based around, not Lamar. So
Ooh, you stepping on toes, not Q. You better
like,
tread softly, boy.
like
Them
that's how
Lamar
people
stands
feel.
gonna be down there,
I
boy.
mean,
You gotta.
come on, man. Like we want our shooters to shoot.
No, most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. The
Like,
modern game. To me, Vooch, he's semi-modern. Zach is all the way modern, and then again, Demar's a dinosaur. No disrespect to
I
Demar.
mean, but that he getting efficient, dub. But it's just sometimes we get a little slow. I
Yes, it's that slow grind, man.
I do think we just gotta look for the mismatches way more than we should. Like we give Vooch his touches, but I feel like if we just give him his touches when he's supposed to get them instead of when we want to give it to him,
I think that's
it'll
a
go a
lack
little
of a
different.
point guard too, man. I think hopefully having a point guard in that conversation with Billy Donovan, hopefully that changed something. I definitely want to see a way better offense this year. I want to see more threes. I want to see a lot of more spreads. In a pick and roll, a lot more motion, not just ISO shots and stuff like that. I do want to see a better offensive game of basketball going to next season. Um, but with that being said, somebody else who can impact the offense, who was a Bull, but got recently re-signed, my boy Kobe White, man, Kobe White. Re-signed for 33. The max that he could potentially make out of his deal is 40 million. It does have some incentives. They didn't go direct in detail as to what those $7 million incentives is, but he does have the potential to kind of make more. I'm guessing it's probably based on games played and um, probably averages or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I say most likely averages,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I heard it get kind of wild in certain situations. Luckily, this ain't the NFL, so
Yeah, I mean, shit. Sometimes it get dirty, man. But it is what it is.
come on, hey man, we need to see you study the playbook for the time, bro.
Yeah,
But nah, I love the signing. I don't. I once again, I the only thing I can say is we got everybody pretty much at like market value, so that's the good thing.
I actually
But,
think we got. I think we got Kobe kind of below market, in my opinion. I think
I mean,
Kobe.
yeah, we got him under the mid level, so
Yeah, I think Kobe could have got out there and definitely made a little bit more money. He probably would have been in worse situations, but I definitely think Kobe could have went out there and got a little bit more bag. So first year he making about 10.1. Next year he'll be making 11 even, and then the third year 11.8. So that's gonna round my man's out to that 33, and then whatever those incentive is, possibly 40, man. But
I'm trying to think. The only way he would have got a bag probably was from a terrible team.
yeah, I thought to me teams that made sense for Kobe would have been San Antonio, um,
Yeah,
Oklahoma City. Those young up
I
and
don't even think
coming
they
teams.
want him.
Well, OKC.
Yeah,
I mean, they could use him, in my opinion. I mean, you got Josh Giddey, you throw Kobe White out there. You got Lou Dort still, Jalen Williams. That I think Kobe would have
Jay.
fit right in with them. Like they young, they run the floor. Kobe a quick guard, could knock down the three. Um, got a little bit better defensively with that ball
I don't think
handling.
they're gonna
Still
overpay for
working on
him
the handling,
though. I
huh?
don't think they're gonna overpay for him though.
I mean, a mid level, like
I
I definitely think he could at least got the mid level. Like,
mean, yeah, you're not wrong. That's why I was surprised that I'm like, damn, all right, yeah. But I think that just speaks to him. Bro, want to just stay here and develop.
yeah, definitely a sign of loyalty, man. I like that. I'm glad to get Kobe back in the fold. That was their number one signing too, coming in. That was announced shortly after, and it just shows how like Acme they had him as a priority on their list, obviously. So getting Kobe back in the fold. Now, let's get this a grade. Q, what you grading the Kobe White signing or re-signing?
I gotta say minus.
A minus. Okay.
I gotta
So
say
we
minus.
having we having an above average all season at this point. I definitely give it. I'm gonna give it a solid A, not even a minus, a A. I just think getting him under that mid level exception, signing him for 3 years to where you're not committed too long, just in case if he don't develop in a way that we expect him to develop. Like we do got to put into consideration he only averaged about 9 points last year. Like
I mean,
but he does have the potential to break out.
the only
So
reason everybody grade is getting knocked is because we didn't sign a starting point guard. So as of right now, I have to look at these guys. Are you going to be my starting point guard next
yeah, yeah. But
year?
again, that's why I say, like, Kobe is prime for a breakout. One of these seasons here, I think my boy got it in him. But I think me and you would kind of agree on this. Point guard is not his natural position.
Nah,
So I do think he got better with making decisions, getting into the lane, getting into the open getting into the open people on the floor and stuff like that. My only problem with Kobe is even though his ball handling did get better, it's still not at the level where I feel like he can dictate and control an entire offense. I think
yeah,
your lead ball handlers are able to do that. I think like that's the most frustrating thing about Zach LaVine is like when he's controlling the pill, great. Zach is on a transcendent level, but when you get the offensive mistakes with the ball bouncing off the shoe or you taking the bad shots is because you're not breaking them down off the dribble in a way that a lead level offensive player would do, and I think that's what people love about DeMar DeRozan. He
yeah.
able to break you down off the dribble and kind of dictate the game, based on his moves, but definitely
That's
back to
not. That's a very valid point. Lamar definitely be got that shit on the string on the low.
yeah, yeah,
That shit ain't going
yeah,
nowhere.
yeah, that's
Going
to
nowhere.
me the most underlooked, aspect of basketball, man. When you able to kind of dictate the game based on your dribble, like it frees you up in so many different ways and different opportunities. It help you kind of control things. And I think that's what you seen in Kobe White. You see, he improved his ball handling. He was able to get downhill, get in the middle of the paint, spread out. Opened up good threes for him. Like they have to bag off you now. They're not so tight up on you. It make a whole difference in the world when you a good ball handler, man. So I want him to continue to work on that. And if he can continue to get better, this the same dribble too much who Seth Curry worked with. When
Yeah,
Seth Curry was breaking out.
yeah. Self think he's his brother sometimes. I
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
It
You
be real
y'all
funny.
y'all gotta remember Seth Curry, man. He damn didn't get in the league. He came in,
Yeah,
went to the G League. He had to work his way out. And then he went to the trainer that Kobe White is training with now. He went to summer league and took off in summer league, and then from there he really got signed. So and he had a long career. He 32 years old, still going, man. Still just got
yeah. He
signed by the
averaged a
Magic.
dub 1 year too. So,
Yeah, so I think Kobe got a bright future. He praying for a breakout one way or another. But going on to the next person, who didn't get signed, Ayo Dosunmu, man. You think Ayo coming back with the signing of Javon Carter?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean, they didn't rescind his qualifying offer yet. Like it's still out there on the table.
Yeah, it's still out there. So I mean, unless he accept that, but yeah, I feel like if I'm Io, I'll go get the bag.
Yeah,
And
I think
I would want.
Ayo.
I would. He should go get it. Like go get it, bro.
Yeah, Io definitely probably gonna be on that like third wave of free agency. If he's still out there, I won't see a deal probably for Io until like maybe like third week of July, something like that. Um, it's definitely it's definitely interesting. My boy's still out there. I don't really hear no rumors about him or anything like
It's
that.
weird because he started 60 games.
Yeah, yeah, and was on the rookie, All Star team. Did the rookie and the sophomores. Did that 2 years back to back. They list them out here when we talk about the list of free agents. They throw him out there, so he notable for sure. But I would have thought that somebody would have tried to come in and squeeze in, knowing how tight our cap situation is, and probably offer them at least like 8-9 mil, because it'll be hard to match it at that point. I think he definitely got potential, but
I don't. And I ain't gonna lie. I thought someone was gonna hit him with a 2 year. Like Javon just got 7, so like,
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
ain't.
saying.
That's why I ain't think I thought he'd be out there with like maybe 6, 5,
Some,
5 a year.
yeah. I mean, it's still early. It's only day one. We'll see what's going on with that, man. But um, I really don't know. I feel like we got a lot of guards. I do still think we need a point guard because we all know AC don't play a full 82 games. That's damn near not
Yeah,
impossible. So we still gonna need another guard. But the thing is, I don't know how they
but
see
he don't play
Jalen
guard.
Terry. Who? Oh yeah,
AC,
AC. Yeah, AC full time power forward.
he don't play guard, man.
Which I wish that they'd switch that up, man. Bring in the four, but we gonna talk about that.
That's why I'm like, if they don't, I would much rather they sign a 4 if they gonna sign anything. If they not gonna sign a starting point guard,
Yeah, because right now we don't got no depth behind fucking Pat. Like we don't got no who
we
backing
still
up
got we
Pat.
got Drummond. Damn,
That's a five. Shit,
yeah,
the four. Like we don't
yeah.
got one on the roster outside of Patrick Williams, which is really a three in my opinion. But hey,
Not in this NBA.
to me, I think he a three, man. I
I
want to
mean, I
see
think
Pat
so
at the
too.
three. I think he can play the four, but it's like if you gonna put Pat at the four, you need like a shot blocking athletic ass big. Like,
Yeah,
I think he'd be good with like a Aiden or some shit like that. Like a young spring, you know, fresh leg motherfucker out there. But
yeah,
with a Vooch, I'd rather see him at the three, then you get a more traditional for somebody who can be long and like a Bobby Portis, Christian Wood type, that long tweener type for. I think that'd be solid. But we still got DeMar DeRozan on this team, so we can't forget about that.
nope.
But
That's your boy. That's our boy.
yeah, yeah.
That's our boy.
DeMar here, man. We locked in. But
Yeah,
with the free agency left though, man. After signing my boy Jabon Carter, um, and Io without Io picking up his qualifying offer, they still got about 9 million left before they hit that first tax apron, which more than likely they probably not gonna go over the tax line, even though it's rumors out there that they might file for the DPE to get that extra 10 million. Because if they file for the DPE, they get half Alonzo Ball contract, which is 20 million, and then they can use that on the free agency. But the expectation is that they would use it at some point. They don't have to use it now in free agency, but possibly, sometime in the season, maybe to try to take on a contract in a trade or something like that. Um, but again, with this 9 million, I'm gonna list off a few names. Q, who do you think that's feasible with this $9 million? And this is gonna be including Io, so we're gonna start the Io DeSumo, Torrey Craig, Malik Beasley, Jeff Green, Kelly Oubre. I'm gonna name 5 at a time. Out of them 5, with that 9 million, you bringing any of those players in? You trying to pitch any contracts to any of those
Jeff
players?
Green party could be cool.
I think we could get Jeff Green at the like literal minimum. Like
Like that's why I'm like, all right, hold on, we can finesse something here. We can. I think Jeff Green would be cool. Torrey Craig would be cool. Malik Beasley would definitely be cool. Um,
you got Kelly Oubre, Io, and PJ Washington. That's the last 3. So
honestly, if PJ Washington came, I think that would be a good starting four for your situation when you was like, we put Pat at the 3.
yeah, definitely. Kind of stretch
But
4.
yeah, um, nah, PJ all right. So if I have to rank it, PJ Washington probably be the best pickup. We need a 4. He's a good stretch 4. He fits. I don't know how who else we could that would be able to let us bring Patrick off the bench. It'll actually be pretty nice.
Yeah, I think if we could get PJ Washington, I would hope it probably be in like a sign and trade with Io if the Hornets want Io. It was rumors around the deadline that the Hornets was interested in Io.
Yeah,
I definitely think that'll be a solid, if you can kind of wiggle a sign and trade. But again, I don't know how much the market is willing to pay for PJ. I think
yeah,
right
me
now his
either.
cap hold like 17 million. But
Yeah,
if we look at it, Kobe White cap hold was 22 and he signed for 11. So if we could go based on that, um, a
I
guy
mean,
who's part of that
everybody trying to
similar
prepare for next
draft
year.
class, that same draft class, yeah, he probably can get him at like 8 mil, 3 year, $24 million type contract. And we got 9 mil to spend in free agency. It could be a sign of trade there with, Io get his 8 mil and go to the Hornets if they interested in that. Um, but I'll go with PJ Washington out that group. All right, so the next group we got Jalen McDaniels, Terrence Ross, Mo Bamba, Eric Gordon, Patrick Beverly, and Dante DiVincenzo. Who you want out of that six?
Cardi DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo?
Um, I'm good on Mobamba. I don't know how. I don't even know if I want Patrick Beverly if the sign of Javon Carter.
Yeah. But I mean, Pat Bev did hold it down as a
He
starter.
did, but
Bring in
then
Pat Bev and you had Javon, and Alex Caruso. God damn, that'd be a lot of
he
defense.
the starting four. Stop naming him. Stop naming him. Yeah. I
uh,
don't know, man. I'm a damn near say you the Devins and show. Terrence Ross would be nice too. I love some heat checkers.
yeah, I'll definitely go in that group. I wouldn't mind bringing back Pat Bev. I still think we need that extra point guard, or DiVincenzo, or Terrence Ross. I mean, I think all three of them would. I won't sign all three, but one of those three kind of solidify, I think a need on this team. Now this last group: Christian Wood, Grant Williams, Dylan Brooks, Westbrook, and D'Angelo Russell.
I'd rather sign. All them niggas sound expensive, so I'm going with Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks. I'm going Grant Williams. Give me Big Grant. Give
I
me
don't
a
know.
stretch four. Give me a
Oh,
stretch four.